Man, 2020 is over. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say, boy, that sounds like a blessing. Hello, I'm Steven and I want to welcome you to the first video of SC Gaming. Now, before I touch on the content that this commentary will be about, I wanted to land a more serious note. So I hope you all are doing well. With quarantines, lockdowns, continuing growing numbers in light of the coronavirus pandemic, and economic hardships. It's a lot to take in. So stay well, practice social distancing, wash your hands as frequently as possible, and practice kindness wherever you can. No matter what side we pick, the ideals we believe, the religious practices we practice, we're in this together. Now back to the commentary. So if you're not familiar with me, which I would see no reason why that would be the case, I've been here before. Not here, but on YouTube. I was Seth McMillan, and it has been over 6 years since I've created a video. And a lot has happened since then. Here I am in 2020, preparing to make a comeback stronger than Macaulay Culkin. I'm wiser, I've learned a lot, and most importantly, I have 1000% more RTX on this computer than my laptop that I used to record on. I'm not sponsored by Nvidia yet, but I'm coming for you, Big Green. Just you wait. My Minecraft RTX Let's Play will be slammin'. Now to awkwardly segue into explaining why I disappeared from the platform. So, my last video was made during my freshman year of college. At that time, I was dealing with a fair bit in the way of mental health, and this was shortly before my father was diagnosed with cancer, which he would then go on to fight for a year and 5 days before passing away. And that led to financial difficulties. Now, of course, since I was in college, and thankfully despite those difficulties, I did graduate with a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology. This, of course, meant I had to live the typical college story as foretold by everyone in high school. Afterwards, I did super well, found a job in my field, and have consistently been paying back my student loans beyond just the interest. Actually, my experiences in college and after was not the fault of the system this time. Financial troubles made it difficult to consider pursuing a master's degree. And in the field of psychology, trying to break into any position that would pay adequate to pay on those loans and everything else that needed to be paid for, it did not seem wise. Now, of course, that also didn't help my mental well-being. It gave a sort of sense that I just wasted those 4 years of my life. But I want to add the disclaimer that you should not let this discourage you from pursuing college, especially if you know what you want to study and what you want to do as a career. If you have the proper resources and you truly believe in what you're studying, go for it. In spite of all those various things that I went through, college was still one of the best times in my life. I will never forget those 4 years. So graduation came, And 6 months after that, I needed to start repaying my loans. I picked up a job, and that was the very, very humble position of register runner / lead sales associate at my local Dollar General. By the way, shout out to my DG crew, still holding it strong during the pandemic. And shout out to the customers I used to see on a daily or weekly basis. Keep rocking. And 9 months into that, I landed a job as a computer technician for a small IT company that's in the middle of a growth cycle. Things took a turn for the better, as I found better means to deal with what was going on inside. And this job offered a whole new lease in terms of financial freedom. It's actually afforded me the means to be able to start this production. Here I am sitting in front of an XLR mic on a, admittedly not the fanciest stand in the world, and I just bumped it, alongside a badass gaming computer that I hand-built.
What happened here?
Things have changed.
Where is everyone?
And that's also why I'm not returning as Seth McMillan. That wasn't me. At the time that I started that channel, it was a time where I was turning to YouTube as part of an escape from my reality. And that trend continued well throughout college, in fact. 2020 reminded me of those times. If there's ever been anything that gave more salience to the idea of people needing a place to go in light of their circumstances, even if it's just to escape, 2020 is it. I missed content creation. I miss being able to consider the possibility that the very things I'm making may be able to give someone that place to turn. Point being, if you can pull anything from this, or any video I produce in the future, anything of value, be it a momentary escape, some words of wisdom, or even just a slight chuckle from one of my many bad jokes, then something good is happening. I want to give you all something that you can have as entertainment. You might be asking why I'm telling all this. It's because I wanted to start this on the right foot. When I started the channel Seth McMillan, I wasn't being me. Aside from the literal and obvious fact that Seth McMillan is not my name. In fact, that sounds more like some author / badass video game character, maybe. It also wasn't me in the sense that that was me creating the content. It gave me something I could kind of step back from and remove myself. And looking back, I see how flawed that approach was. Trying to jump into the gaming market for content creation is already enough of a challenge. But if you're not being genuine in doing it, it's hard to really say that your audience is pulling from you. And in that same light, it's hard to say that you are delivering to them something that is vital for content creation. Anyone can sit down and play Fallout 4 and record it, but the personality is what makes the difference. Which is why I'm proud to say to all of you who know me, allow me to reintroduce myself. And for those of you who don't and have tuned in, this channel will be a no pseudonyms, no BS, just me being me, playing video games and hoping to help the world in some way. In the words of Zay Frank in his Invocation for Beginnings video, there is no need to sharpen my pencils anymore.
A robot way.
Even the dull ones will leave a mark. I'm Steven. It's been nice talking to you. If you enjoyed and are getting ready for a wild ride to come. I'd greatly appreciate if you'd subscribe and give a like on this video.
Thank you, sir. Bye, but you
Let's
look
make 2021
perhaps
a good
the missus
year
can offer one of
together.
those hugs. You
I hope you
are
tune
so
into the next
welcome.
video,
Speaking of which, where is your
and until
better
then.
half?
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction.
P.S. The reason I didn't upload the final episode to that Minecraft series on the Seth MacMillan channel is because the Ender Dragon completely wrecked me.